HOA Karen banned grandma from her porch. Too bad my aunt runs the entire DOJ. In the quiet cul-de-sac of Willow Grove, where Karen lilies bloomed in every manicured yard, Ellen Harper was the heart of the neighborhood. At 78, her porch was a sanctuary, a place of iced tea, laughter, and stories shared with neighbors. Her garden, bursting with white and purple lilies, was her pride, a living testament to decades of love and care. But Ellen's joy clashed with Marla Kent, the self-appointed queen of the Willow Grove Homeowners Association. Marla, with her clipboard and iron grip on the HOA, saw Ellen's porch gatherings as a violation of her pristine vision for the community. The Karen lilies, named for their beauty but now a bitter irony, became Marla's weapon. Marla's obsession with control was legendary. She measured lawn heights with a ruler, fined residents for unapproved mailbox colors, and enforced a no-loitering rule that seemed to target Ellen's porch specifically. The lilies, Marla claimed, were non-compliant because Ellen grew them from heirloom seeds, not the HOA-approved supplier. One humid July evening, Marla stormed onto Ellen's porch, her heels clicking like a metronome. "Your gatherings disrupt the aesthetic," she snapped, slapping a notice on Ellen's door. "No more porch parties. And those flowers? Rip them out or you're out." Ellen's heart sank. Her porch was where she'd rocked her children to sleep, where she'd mourned her husband, where she'd taught her grandkids to braid flower crowns from those lilies. The neighbors, too, were stunned. They loved Ellen's warmth, her stories of Willow Grove's history, how it was once a haven for misfits before Marla's reign. But fear of Marla's fines silenced their protests. Ellen, trembling but proud, refused to uproot her lilies. "They're my legacy," she whispered, clutching a faded photo of her late husband planting the first seeds. Marla escalated her crusade. She rallied the HOA board, spinning tales of Ellen's disorderly conduct. By August, a formal eviction notice arrived, banning Ellen from her own porch and threatening foreclosure. The neighborhood watched in hushed horror as Ellen packed a suitcase, her frail hands shaking. She moved in with her daughter, Clara, 2 streets away, leaving her lilies to wilt under Marla's gaze. The cul-de-sac felt colder, the lilies less vibrant, as if mourning Ellen's absence. But Marla hadn't counted on Clara's sister, Vivian Harper, Ellen's other daughter. Vivian was no ordinary woman. She was the Deputy Attorney General of the United States, a powerhouse at the Department of Justice. Clara, enraged by Marla's cruelty, called Vivian, who listened quietly, her legal mind already spinning. Vivian hadn't visited Willow Grove in years, her career keeping her in D.C. But Ellen's plight ignited a fire. "No one bullies my mother," she said, her voice steel. Vivian's arrival was the twist no one saw coming. She stepped into Willow Grove like a storm, her tailored suit a stark contrast to Marla's suburban empire. But there was another surprise. Tim, a quiet neighbor who'd always kept to himself, revealed he'd been documenting Marla's abuses for years. A retired journalist, Tim had records, mails, fines, even recordings of Marla's threats. He'd stayed silent, fearing retaliation, but Ellen's eviction broke his resolve. "She's gone too far," he told Vivian, handing her a flash drive. His evidence was a goldmine, proof of Marla's extortion, forged HOA documents, and misuse of funds. Vivian built a case with surgical precision. Marla's HOA wasn't just strict, it was corrupt. The approved lily supplier? Marla's cousin, overcharging residents. The fines? Funneled into Marla's personal account. Vivian filed a federal lawsuit, charging Marla with racketeering and fraud. The neighborhood buzzed as FBI agents descended, their cars lining the cul-de-sac. Marla, once untouchable, was arrested on her own pristine lawn, her clipboard clattering to the ground. Ellen returned to her porch, her lilies replanted with help from neighbors who now defied the HOA openly. The cul-de-sac bloomed again, not just with flowers but with community. Vivian's victory was sweet, but the cost was bitter. Ellen's health had faltered during the ordeal. The stress of displacement had taken its toll. One evening, as she sat on her porch swing, she clutched Clara's hand and whispered, "I just wanted to keep my flowers." She passed away that night, her heart too weary to continue. The neighborhood mourned, their anger at Marla now laced with guilt. Marla's trial ended in a guilty verdict, but no sentence could undo Ellen's pain. The Karen lilies, once a symbol of beauty, now stood as a reminder of how petty power could crush a gentle soul. Vivian, standing by her mother's garden, vowed to reform HOAs nationwide, using her DOJ influence to protect others from Marla's kind. Yet the story didn't end there. Tim, the quiet journalist, published a blog post that went viral, exposing not just Marla but the broader issue of HOA tyranny across America. His words sparked debates, with neighbors questioning the balance between community rules and personal freedom. Ellen's lilies became a symbol, their seeds shared across states, each bloom a quiet rebellion against control. The cul-de-sac was never the same. The lilies thrived, but Ellen's absence left a void no lawsuit could fill. Her porch swing creaked in the breeze, empty yet heavy with her memory. Marla's downfall was justice, but it was hollow too late to save the woman who'd only wanted to share her flowers and stories. What do you think? Was justice served? Or does the community bear some blame for staying silent too long?